there, viewers. Sun Service here, back with more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts as Scandinavia / the Swedish Empire, as I've been calling it. In the end of the last episode, the one and only Mad Admiral Avocado designed the foreign class battleships, which has just reminded me I need to rename that one, which are going to complement our Odin and 4 classes, as being with the Dreadnought side of things, with their 13.5-inch main caliber weaponry. I also decided in the turn that I didn't show, because that was like my loading screen turn before beginning the episode, to what's the word? Build 10 more of the torpedo boats. Yes, they're probably going to be mothballed straight away again, but I did that because the torpedo boats are going obsolete. The hull they're on is going obsolete this turn. And my big problem is, until we get Destroyer 2, and even then that's not a guarantee we'd be able to build one, we can't build a Destroyer. Plain and simple that. Because, Destroyer hulls are overweight under any circumstances I've found. Something just fell and I don't know what it was. I'm sure it's fine. No, it's none of my guitars, so I'm fine. Then I find it was actually something important in that. Like, I don't know, a support beam bit on the other side of the wall or something. No, that happened, I think, the room would have probably already collapsed. Hey, Midnight! Long time no see, how are you doing, buddy? We're just stuck in the first loading screen of the episode right now. But yeah, how are you doing, Midnight? Good to hear. Good to hear. I think you haven't been on a stream for the time I was, but I briefly had a job. I got fired in 3 weeks, but I did for 3 weeks have a job. Yeah, it was as a kitchen porter, essentially, running around doing kitchen errands and stuff, like, washing their dishes, or just, like, some random lesser tasks in the kitchen that the chefs can't do. And, yeah, I got fired after, 3 weeks because I wasn't efficient enough for their needs, and yeah. We just got a sudden boost of funds. Well, that sudden boost of funds ain't going into tech budget, so, I'm gonna go on another 2 turns of this boost of funds, then I'm gonna up our dockyard size. Yeah. Right. Come on. Come on, you damn loading screen. Move vessels, that's good. Okay, so we now have the large armoured cruiser we can build on. That's great and all, but it's still not a destroyer we can build on. Okay, there goes our massive boost we have. Oh, we're in war! I just remembered that. We're at war, so, of course our budget's going to be boosted. But it seems the Ostros aren't sending anything just yet. I'm just going to wait and see. Right, so January we're going to build up our dockyards. We're going to begin a 2-year program to build up our dockyards. And if I remember correctly, Monroe put something in the mod that if you're at 0 victory points for each side for a year, the war just automatically ends. If I remember correctly with what Monroe and the Dip team put in the mod. Because I'm not going to go after the Ostros unless they come to us. Mostly because it'll be expensive. It'll be expensive, but also the Swedish Navy. The Swedish Navy is better off staying in home territories. And we shall not negotiate with the enemy for non-existent POWs. And the Byzantines are also at war with Austria-Hungary. Again, I'm not going to get involved with the Balkans or anything like that. I'm just going to build up my dock size. I'm going to not... I'm not going to commit to the rest of these torpedo boats. They can all go down the drain. And we've got how much tonnage? Let me get a calculator up. Calculator, so we have currently 7295, 72095, and then currently being used is 59300. 344. 593. It was 44, right? Yeah, 44. So we had 12,751 tons free. Okay, even the smallest size of this one ain't gonna do anything good for us. Okay, we lost the hull that the Lokis were on, so I can't do like a Loki copy design. And I can't send any of the battleships in. Instead of building new torpedo boats with the dockyard size we had, I'm going to refit the old ones because, again, these are literally the only, annoyingly, the only things we can actually use, if you get my meaning, as a destroyer, because the other stuff all don't work anymore. Oh, don't work at all, annoyingly. 2 far from previous place. Okay, I can't add any more main turrets. But I can add like a 2-inch pop gun. Upgrade torpedo mark, upgrade gun mark. And you are 3.1 inch now because, yeah, 3.1s is the way we're going here. New rangefinder, new radios, enhanced reload, TNT cordite, please. Cap ballistic base fuse. Standardize your crew quarters. Yep. Alright, give you guys a bit of betterment to service stuff. And let's give you some form of plating to increase your survivability chances. We're retrofitting you in a newer tower as well. So that's a positive to this design. It's new life as well, I guess. There is going to be a couple of extra 2-inch guns now added on board for a little more ship defense, I guess. And then 27 knots of speed as well. And that is the Raider class refit to be a lot better. Come here, boy. Jack, come here. My dog's just on my bed thinking it's his again. Jack, come here. Come here, boy. Never mind if he's not coming. Oh well, it's fine. And then suspend. And we got to do this in like batches, really. Okay, so it's somewhere here. Right. We got the numbers that we can refit all at once. I may have to cut research after a turn. That is a slight bit annoying, but what can you do when you got so much stuff that needs refit, rebuild, and whatever? Because yeah, I just on a whim decided to rebuild those torpedo boats. I say on a whim. Yeah, we kind of do need to rebuild them because I keep emphasizing this point. The destroyer hulls we have cannot feasibly sustain a destroyer design. If they can't even sustain their own hull weight without any equipment present on the ship and the minimum armor values allowed for the ship. Same as well the torpedo boat destroyer hull. That's kind of why I had to go with just the original torpedo boat hull. Is hoping I can fix that issue with the Destroyer 2 fixes that issue, because if Destroyer 2 can't do it, yeah, it's gonna be a very interesting thing regardless, because we're not going to be having any like destroyers really in the traditional sense. Which I honestly don't mind. Like, as people already know me and my design philosophy ways, I use destroyers just purely for in most cases just purely for sea zone defense. So I don't know if it's really that bad of a thing, but like missing out on that. And I'm thinking, as we progress into modern cruisers, we might be able to have a hull where we can build a ship to account for the no destroyer. Fingers crossed, I hope, because Because, yeah, some of the, like cruiser hulls, you can essentially build up to be destroyers. Larger destroyers. And that's, I think that's probably going to have to be the way we do it. We do our destroyers. Alright, loading screen's done. Oh, Midnight, if you're here still, have you seen the news about 1.7? The beta coming out for Dreadnoughts. Let's focus down that, please. Researchers. Well, 1.7 is now in beta. For viewers who have watched episode 2 all the way through, this is going to be, episode 3 all the way through, it's going to be a repeat of what I said, but, for 1.7, they're doing game improvements, new hulls, which will be available soon, they're not available yet, new quad guns in all calibers for all nations, new USA 17 to 20 inch guns for Mark II tech, 7 to 18 inch for Mark III tech, 12 to 18 for Mark IV tech, new USA 4 inch guns for Mark 4 to 5, new USA 2 to 3 inch guns for Mark 2 and 3, new British 15 to 20 inch guns for Marks 1, 2 and 3 techs, new British 6 to 8 inch guns for Marks 3, 4 and 5, new German 17 to 20 inch guns for Mark II, and new 15 to 16 inch guns for models for tech level 2 and 3, and various improvements to other guns. Alongside ship weights reduced in cost and stuff accordingly. Triple and quads are available sooner. Design calculations, loading times, all processes and stuff. Then they changed the gun models of 4 and 5, Mark 4 and 5 techs on destroyers. Made improvements to it. Some more weight changes, engine weight changes, pitch and roll fact. Yeah, they've done update 2 of the beta already, and that those last stuff is what I mentioned just then. Ew, things aren't going well for the Russians. They aren't going well for the Russians, and it seems that the Ostros aren't coming up to fight us. Well, we're not even going down to fight them, so it's not really much of a much of a difference there, maybe, but say, do you Say, anyone want a new armored cruiser? Well, we don't have the dockyard size to do it. I just realizing / remembering. Because we've just had to rebuild our definitely destroyers. Yep, they're definitely destroyers, Governor. Yeah, look here. They've got this number of torpedoes. They're destroyers, not torpedo boats. Right, advanced twin turrets. Okay, turns out that our tonnage there doesn't add up to 500. I'm thinking, do I want to recommission them though? Like, well, thinking about it, recommissioning does seem a smart idea given we're in a war and we might need them. But recommissioning is going to be a pain because I have to go through 60 ships and put the sliders on each individual one to put them back into...
This is how a
But then also, is the cost of putting them back into service worth it for a war that we're not fighting? For a war that is essentially, the governments have just said that both countries are at war and left it. A war where essentially the only thing that's really going on is that any citizens of both sides in those countries have been arrested. Right. So these loading screens have got... Okay, China has laid down a battle cruiser. Battle cruisers, battle cruisers. Battle cruisers! I knew this navy was missing something! The battle cruisers! My god, battle cruisers! We need battle cruisers! I forgot about that. We don't have battle cruisers even available yet. Thinking we could use the battle cruisers in, like, do sort of how Monroe did in the Brazilian campaign and just use mostly battle cruisers. No, that's a standard playthrough for me in the first place. Well, we do get battle cruisers soon, I guess. But I'm gonna make a design board request for an armored cruiser first, though, because we do kind of want a new armored cruiser. A new armored cruiser to complement the Lokis. I was hoping to be able to do a specific thing I wanted to try and do, but no, I couldn't do it. Right, 2 funnels in place like so. A Sentinel to 10-inch gun there. Superimposing 10-inch there. And then the secondaries are going to consist of 4-inch guns in just simple very simple two-tiered layouting here. Tier 1's the casements, and then Tier 2 is the actual mountings themselves. Hydro stuff there. Crypt. Barrett. Anti-torpedo 2, right? Yep, 2. Citadel 2, Anti-Flood 2. Chrono 2. Enhanced. Electro-hydraulic. Capitalistic. Base use, standard ratio. Coincidence 2, and advanced. Now the armor belt. Yeah, armor quality is set to where it's needed. A 10-inch main belt covers us, so covers us with cap ballistic. I'm gonna go with 10-5 layout, 4, 2 on those, 2 on the super, 6 on the conning, and then 2 internally. Main deck don't need to be as much in this era. Yeah, and then the 4s are all set. I want 22 knots, please. 22 knots, that's set up, and now we just need to try and get our weight down. crew quarters again then. These crew are being crammed in like sardines. Yeah, 4.5 inch. 4.5 inch extended belts. And that is the Loki. Well, I'm not going to exactly say the Loki replacements, just mostly because we do still need to keep the Lokis around, because they're useful. But it's like an addition to the Lokis, if you get my drift. And then this is going to be the Fray 2 after the original Fray disappeared mysteriously in a storm. Well, disappeared mysteriously in a training cruise, sorry, and we don't know what actually entirely happened. I just said storm as like a random guess as to what truly happened to the Fray, but I just know gone in a storm, gone in on a training cruise. Like that's all that people know. And until the wreck is found, no one will ever know what happened to the Swedish cruiser Fray. That is until, well, the wreck is found and then they actually find out, oh yeah, she sank here, but we still don't know what exactly happened to her. All we know is, here's her wreck, this is how she's laying, so we can make rough approximations of how she sunk from this. It's like one of those sorts of ships in this sort of case. But those two, once they complete, will actually, I think, comfortably accommodate our current armored cruiser needs. That, and probably alongside a rebuild to the Lokis as well. Because, yeah, the low-keys do probably need a rebuild. I'm just thinking though, we designed those cruisers, but we're in theory not going to be able to get them done for another... We're in theory though not going to be able to construct them for another 5 turns, but... And while we're here, I'm going to be renaming the raider boats to just our boats, so R1, R2, okay, R3, R4, and oh god, that's right, R4, R5, R6, R7, R8, R9, R10, I gotta do this 60 times, so, yeah, we're on 12, so this is the unlucky 13. Uh, 19, R20, 20, yeah, R21, R22, R23, R24, R25, you know what, I'm going to give myself a tad bit of a break by getting rid of the ones that can't actually get done this. R26, R27, R28, R29, R30, R31. You get the picture. If you want to skip YouTube viewers, you can, and I don't blame you. Twitch viewers, I'm sorry, but you're stuck with this. Oh, this one, I don't have to do the R at least. 37, 38, 39, R40. Da da da. Da da da. Okay, we have the R boats now, and I did put a Star Wars reference with R2. Yes, R2 is now R2D2. And if you have problems with me naming it R2D2, well then, you shouldn't. Well then, get out, because he's the MVP of the Star Wars series. He's like literally one of the, I think, two characters alongside 3PO to actually appear in some form or another in all of the mainline films, like the main films of the Skywalker series. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I think. Don't quote me on 7, 8, or 9. I hate the sequel series. Okay. So I don't know how many of them were made. I think it was 3 were made in the sequels, but don't. Safe to say, don't quote me on that. To quote a Nirvana song. Okay. Oh god, the Germans have taken Finland. I think with them taking Finland, Germany is now the threat I need to be worried about. Not Russia. Russia could still present a problem, but they don't have a province that can invade me anymore. Oh no. As much as I don't want to, save that to watch later. I'm doing my thing of looking through YouTube whilst waiting for loading screens to complete. And I've just seen one here. If Creed wrote All I Want for Christmas. I hate that song. I hate Mariah Carey's voice. I hate the song just in general. But I hate hearing a voice every Christmas. But yeah. Someone's decided to cover it in the style of Creed, so. And I'm a fan of the band Creed. Like With Arms Wide Open, wait, no, that's Alter Bridge. That's the members of Creed, but with Mars Kennedy. Sorry. Broken Wing. Oh no, that's also Alter Bridge. Yeah, I know more Alter Bridge than I do Creed. Damn it. Okay, I'm a fan of Creed, but it's Alter Bridge, which is Creed without Scott Stapp. Right, plotting room. Right, 3 more turns for the R class to finish. 4 more turns for the Forens to come out. We're back to technologically behind. I was already knowledgeable of that game. You don't need to rub it in my face every single time I see ya. That I'm technologically behind. Okay. Well, we're closing in on the year point, so, well, by 1902 we'd be testing the theory that Monroe has put in that year of no action, the war ends. Hey, Dad! Oh, it's Scarlett. Hey, Scarlett! I bought you a dad for a second! Oh yeah, and also, I did wake you up and you did respond!
Well, you should actually make sure, like, properly, because I woke up at 8. I don't remember anything else saying. I missed all my alarms. But I don't know why.
Here's the thing, I even tried like getting you to just physically say a word to me.
I don't remember at all.
Okay, so fleet-wise, pre-turns, a turn. Okay, so the raiders come out of the dockyards to go immediately back into reserve and not being used, but, well, at least if we do need them, because we're in a bad situation in war, or, well, in a war where we do actually need them, aka Germany, yeah. Yeah, here's to now testing out that theory that the war ends after a year of non-action. All's wide open. Ta-da. Okay. I just... Right.
I need my keys. There we go. Jack.
Okay. This is looking like that feature wasn't actually put in. Right, battle cruisers are able to be designed now, I guess. That's somewhat good. Foreign! Not enough crew and pull to bloody sustain the forend. Avocado, just how expensive did you make your ships with crew needs? I don't think you can answer me because Avocado isn't the one here of the viewers that actually chat. Still not enough crew in the pool for foreign. You know what? Okay, seeing as that implementation that I thought was in this isn't in this, because Monroe had mentioned about it in the Brazilian campaign. I think it may only be in like the normal variation of dip, but not great game. Yeah, we need to send a fleet. This is a case of a fleet's got to go out to deal with those things. Okay, Stockholm, except for your R votes. Go up that way. And we're going to see if we can actually proc something with them. Get a new scout cruiser in 8 months. We have 27,000. Let's do for better calculations 72,000. Take 27,000. 45,000 tons of dockyard size left, so I think we could do 2 battle cruisers. Yeah, 22,500. Let's just make sure that... Yeah, if we do 22,500, stick to 22,500, we can do it. We can do it. So, we need a name for this thing first off, and I got the perfect name. Valhalla, deliverance, why do you ever forgotten me? And then probably no one's gonna get the reference. If you do get the reference, well done. Well done on you. You get a cookie. Most like the internet kind. Yeah, free funnel. That's a separate funnel there, mate. For Q or wings? That is the question. First off, let's consider our gun options. So the first Dreadnoughts, the Odins, use 12.4s. The Foreign uses 13.5s. The pre-Dreadnoughts before that use 11s. Midnight. What caliber of gun should I use? If you're here, what caliber should I use? You have the option between 9 and 15 inch. And you get to choose. If you're still here, that is. The British in me saying go 15s, go with 15s, but the actually needing to be sensible side of me is saying more 12 and 12 or 13s. Valhalla's going to be a 13.5. I came to my decision before if he's still here, Midnight did. Right, I'm gonna go with a smaller tower back here. Does that give enough room? Yes, it does give enough room. Oh, we're going like Splendid Cats on this. And Tiger-esque layout on this ABQX. Maybe I'll change that up. Maybe I won't. Base fused. Cordite TNT is good. No, we're going ABQX. Why? A 13 main with 5 extendeds. A 3-inch all deck, 2-inch super, 8-inch conning. 15-inch turret sides and the 3-inch top. I'm gonna get what I want, and then we will, well, make the sacrifice of what I can get. And what I want is twin 5-inch. More twin 4s, I think, may actually fit better. You're a battle cruiser. Stay at 13, 13, and then 4, 4 there. Right, I gotta replace that. There. There. Yep, that small battery there, and that gun there makes our secondaries. 12, 12, and 12. Range goes down. 23 knots. That ain't. No. That ain't gonna cut it, matey. Okay. So 13.5s ain't gonna work. So we're gonna go the four Odin route of the 12.4-inch guns. Mostly as well, they take up less space as well, so I can compress these down further. Yeah, going down to 12.4s easily fixed it. Oh, that's without armor though. 12, 12, 3. Splinter-proof the extended decks. Still hasn't done it. God damn you. Give me work. Give me working ship design, please. Okay, so 12.4 isn't gonna work either. Reduced ammo load. Yeah, we go over reduced ammo load. And then 0.5 stuff there. Almost worked. Yeah, just 3 on the extendeds then. Valhalla. Deliverance. And then we can't afford the Valhallas. Yet. We need to wait a turn to then be able to lay down the Valhallas. Oh, kiddly-do, diddly. Oh, there we go. I've got it. Jack! Jack!
Jack in the living room.
Postman. Okay. Valhalla and Bard. And my fleet has arrived. My fleet has arrived. Time to go do some meddling. Swedish pagans marching ashore, forged in Valhalla by the hammer of Thor. Out from Asgard, a Viking ship sails, never to turn back again. You gotta be kidding me. No way. Okay. $450,000 tons. We don't even have that, do we? No, we only have at most 257,000 tons of tonnage of ship. Tonnage. Guess we can reduce this again as we're not. Oh, we're not needing it right now, I guess. Another port strike. More victory points for us because we're blockading. Oh, poor Austria-Hungary. Poor Austria-Hungary. You want a little help? We can offer you it. You just gotta ask for peace. For peace and prosperity. That you probably won't have for long. Oh yeah, Italy's taking Glacier. Oh, what was that? That was your oil production. Boo-hoo. Poor you. We won't help. Your oil production's gone. We don't care. We don't care. Die, Austria-Hungary. Die. By my hand, I creep across the land, killing firstborn man. Alright. Prepare for worst case. I guess we will prepare for worst case, although I don't see us in any need for worst case help right now. I think the ones who need help are the ones we've just been wrecking the port of for multiple months in a row. Okay. Well, port striking, I guess. And the Italians provoke us when we are helping. We're helping here, can't you see, you idiots? We are helping. So, 9 turns time we have dockyard space free, so we may be able to refit the tires. The tiers, sorry. Tiers, yeah, tiers. Tier cloth. But yeah, Austria-Hungary blockaded. No hope for them, really. I don't think we would even get anything other than money if we peace out with them. Given their current state of affairs. They can't even send a ship out. I need to check their fleet status because that might tell me a tiny bit about their current affairs. Okay. Oh, Japan's joined the bandwagon of we all hate Austria-Hungary. yeah, I guess welcome to the bandwagon. Right. Refits are going on. Port strike is happening again. It's not surprising.
One knows.
Right. Surely they're going to peace out. Surely. Surely they're not going to go all in on the fight to the end. They gotta surrender. Or else, well, they are going to lose it all. I think there's no doubt about it, they're going to lose it all. We can't invest in that relationship. It's costing too much. It's going to cost too much. That is the literal reason. So, Austria-Hungary, non-active, pre-repairing, 16 building. We still don't have enough that we could do an invasion. They're still growing in GDP. Wow, that's a shock. have to surrender. Like, or at least to the Russians they have to surrender because they're about to lose. Well, they're going to lose it anyway. Navally to the Americans, I think. You should have taken the offers. You should have taken the offers. So that's a watch later. Right. Interested indeed. They finally agree. They finally agree with the statement I've been shouting at the screen for the past few times. They must surrender. Back to Stockholm with you all. And after roughly 2 years of war, and only less than a year of it actually being a war, the Austro-Hungarian Empire loses to the Nordics, to the Swedish pagans. Now, do they have anything in, well, takeable condition that I want to take? That is the question. Wait, no, that's not the question. To be or not to be is the that is the question. Peace, and you only have 3 ships. Piece of junk, piece of junk, and piece of junk. We'll take the money, thank you. Ha ha ha. Amsterdam has, wherever the capital of the Netherlands is, has. Sorry if I've insulted you, Dutchmen, by giving your country the wrong home place, but well, the Dutch have declared war on us now. Right. So we went from peace straight back to war. Good on us. Right, you guys are heading there instead, and oh, Portugal and Great Britain have also joined in. Great Scott. Okay. You two sing port as well. Time to unmothball as much of these as we can. R2, yeah. This is the second thing that's going to take all our lives of these torpedo boats. Yeah, we can't even like. I wish there was an unmothball button alongside of mothball button. Like, you got the suspend, unsuspend. Why can't you have the mothball, unmothball? R12, 13, 14. We're almost halfway there. And I don't think we have enough crew to actually man all of them when they do get down to much further, but we'll see. Yeah, we ain't gonna have enough. We have 2 crew left, so we can't actually produce any more vessels right now, and in terms of like restart those ships' service lives up. Well, we got to 21, so over halfway is not bad. I guess. Austria-Hungary's gone. Oh, and they had a whole bunch of battle cruisers they had building. Well, it was almost like they were trying to not die. They just surrendered to the wrong nation to keep themselves around, I guess. All hail the larger Russian and Italian empires. Yes, they took the Baltics. They took the Balkans, sorry. Oh, and the larger Byzantine Empire as well. So, Baltics in general, they're all now, well, for lack of a better term, conquered by other people. Well, there are 2 separate places, those are land nations, so it's not really a problem. I don't see, or foresee it anyway, being a problem. Now's not a good time for going to war with the Byzantine. Fenrir and one of the cruisers found those guys. 2 of the cruisers found 3 of those guys. Oh, you're both overweight. And then the other convoy engagement is where? 2. 1, 2. There's 2 here. Okay, that's all going to be for next episode, because I think I think we end here, Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you all again. Sound service going silent.